Here we still have the T1 Tonematch Bose audio mixer, and if you already watched my previous video where I make an external adapter, modified adapter, and I use this internet cable, and some of the lines are missing and it gives me a blank screen. Like for example, I will just remove the groundings. So that's our device. This unit's not working, it is not booting, or the system is not responding, not running. You can get only backlight on the selector, and also on the LCD, and also on the knobs. And when I put back the ground, okay, system works normally. But actually, during that video, I faced the problem that this unit has really a problem. Even if I connect the ground line, which is here, ground line is pin number 1, and here and here. This one is pin number 8, and this one is pin number 5. Yes, 5, 1, 5, and 8. And the rest we do have positive 18 volts and negative 18 volts. So what happened when I check this unit, I found that one of the regulator is having faulty and it's not giving the correct voltage. I am going to show it to you what I did on this device or this unit. But before that, I am going to install this small board. I need this board. This is a regulator board, variable regulator board. You can adjust the volts from 0.1 to 12 volts maximum, and the input volts of this regulator board is 20 volts maximum, 20 volts, and you can adjust the volts 0.1 to 12 volts. Now I am going to use this here and install it to the unit, because I cannot trust what I did on this to the unit, where I put a temporary regulator. This one is 5 volts, and I put some resistor here to eliminate the heat and absorb the over voltage on this regulator, because this regulator is receiving only 9, maximum is 10 volts, and this unit is in our power supply is sending supply to the input, which is we got here 17 volts, so it's overheating the IC, the regulator. So what I did, I put some resistor, but this is not a good idea, because the heat transfer here on the circuit board, and I think it's gonna take longer to work. So I decided to purchase this online, and I am going to install it here. And also I would suggest if you can find the replacement parts, I would suggest to replace it with the original one. But in this video, I am going to share it with you what will I do on the unit, in this unit. So before that, let us check the volts here. Okay, this is the ground. Anywhere with the connector or the terminal of the controls, or you can check it here like this one. But now I am going to point my digital tester here, and our digital tester is set to volts DC, and this is the input volts. Okay, once you measure the original, the final source is over here, you can get 16 volts. Okay, so I put resistor to drop the current and the volts, and now we get 5 volts here on the input of this IC, and I soldered it to the board so that it will not overheat the regulator and the heat transfer on the board. And here we do have 4.4 volts. This is the output and the supply going through the system. Okay, so if I remove the ground, Okay, I will remove it and let's see. We give the LCD blank. Our system is not responding, but when I put back the ground, okay, so reset and then system works again. Okay, when I remove it and check the supply here, okay, we get only 1.6 volts. That's why our system's not running. It's the same now. If the regulator on that part is faulty, it will give you the same symptoms. Let's check the input. We do have 3.8 volts and here 1.6. So now you already have an idea what happened if you modified the power supply and you can the line is incomplete. It will give you a system not running. Okay, I'm going to just turn it off and then let's check it back on, and let us check the audio before I proceed to replace or install this. Okay, I have already an audio here. Sorry, I am going to change our music because YouTube will send me a message that, oh, you have a copyright music, so I'm just using this. Okay, alright, okay, let's see. Yes, unit is working normally without any issue, but the thing is that like I said, I don't trust this what I did on this unit. So here somehow we can get like 4 volts or 5. What we need on this line is 5 volts, and now it start heating and I cannot hold longer this resistor. It's really it's overheating. So let us see what the board can do for this unit. I'm gonna turn it off the unit and let's start to install the board. I am going to share it to you what I did on this and what I found which faulty part is having an issue, just to give you some idea. Okay, let's remove the internet cable and also this one. I'm gonna take this all. This board is small board with IC. Let me show it to you. Okay, so the part number of the IC is MP1584EN, and this one is variable because it has trimmer here to adjust the volts, and it has output. This one is negative out, negative in, negative out, and negative in is common. This is for the ground, and positive in is here, and output positive is here. So if you analyze, we only have 3 pins here, like on this IC. I am using 7805 surface mounted regulator, and I put Zener diode here just to reduce the ampere of the volts, also the volts input, but the resistor is really overheating and I feel worries about it. This is the input line and this is the output line, and I am going to remove the regulator. Okay, so regulator is out. Okay, I am going to install this board like this, but I have to put pins on it. I just want to make it sure that it has space in between the surface of the board, of the panel board, to avoid any contacts here. I need to put markings on the output. This is important. Output is here. I need to scratch the copper over here to solder the pins Okay, one pin is already soldered and it holds firmly. Next is on this side. Okay, another pin is already installed and it holds firmly. Now I am going to install the board. We align it properly. It's okay if it is not aligned properly. What we only need is to install it securely. Okay, let us check again. This is the output and this is the input. Output, input. Now I am going to install first the input. This is the output coming from our power supply, and our wire is not getting through. Let me replace our wire. I need to replace this wire because it is not going through over here on the input. It's short. I soldered this wire. If you see the capacitor here, I soldered it to positive side and must be connected to the input of the small board, our regulator board. So maybe I will run this wire like this and jump here. Okay, input line is already installed, and to hold this firmly I am going to solder it right now. I'm gonna start here. And the next one is here. Okay. Two holes are connected to each other. I soldered it like that. Cut the existing pin also here. And the next one is the output. But before I connect this output line, I need to check first the voltage output on this side. We only need 5 volts here. 5 volts. And this wire is connected to D22 positive side. D22 positive side. This component part is diode, positive D22. I mean the location is D22, and on the output here I connected it to positive side running to the input of the board. And now let us check the output. We must have here 5 volts. 5 volts. Okay. Power supply is in. I already connected the power supply, and let us check the volts on. This is the ground and this is the input. We get 16 volts, and for the output we get 4.62 volts. So we need here 5 volts. We need to adjust the trimmer to raise the volts. Let us monitor the volts here. I am going to show it to you what is the purpose of this trimmer. Okay, so the minimum volts is not 0.1, the minimum volts is 2.5, and the maximum is 16 volts. 8 volts. It says 12 volts. Yes, 11 and 12. This is the maximum volts of this board. And now let me adjust to 5 volts. 5. Oops. 5 volts. Oh, okay. 5 volts. We now have 5 volts. Now, next thing to do, I am going to install the output line. Gonna turn off the power, but before that, let us check. Okay, we still have blank LCD. Off. I'm going to install the output line. Output line is here. Okay. Alright. Output is already connected. And let us check the volts. Positive and negative is here or here. It's the same. On. Yes, 5 volts is consistent. Let's check the system. Wow, system works. And this regulator supposed to be will not overheat. Yes, temperature is good. Wow, wow, nice. Let us monitor the volts. Sorry. Positive volts here, the same. Okay, let me adjust it to get the exact volts. Oops. Okay, 5 volts, 5.040 is okay. And let us monitor. Temperature is okay. I can hold. This one is like warm, not much. I can tell that this one is normal. Let us check the audio.
Bluetooth mode. AUX mode.
Output is here. Let us play the music. Our music is already playing. Wow. Phantom works only for all condenser mics. Let's check the temperature again. Wow. This one is awesome. I have to put glue on this line to hold the wire nicely. I am going to use this glue. I'm gonna turn off first the power. This glue uses the UV light to dry. Okay, it's dry very quick. And here, of course, this side. Oops. Before I use this glue, and due to the panel board is overheating because of the regulator that I was installed, the glue is melting. Okay, so that's it. Let us check it again. Power on. And let us monitor the volts. Yes, we still have 5.0 volts. Guys, if this modification having an issue, I will not posting this video. But if you found this video is already posted, meaning this regulator, what we installed here is working well. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching, and hope you learned something on this video and have got some idea. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and God bless.